Hello, everybody. Well, I'm going to take you guys from leaving my house down the mountain through the pueblo, well, across the river, through the pueblo and out to the pier. I have a boat tour group today, and I'm meeting my favorite captain and good friend, and we're off to the nearest town where there are cars where we're going to meet them. So I've just climbed down the story and a half from my house. This is my house. There's my dogs. The upper story, I built that upper story. I live on the second story, and then that bottom story is basically a bodega. It's basically a storage unit. So, and that is the jungle back there. Nothing behind me but jungle. Sorry about all the dogs. They always do that when I leave, so let's go. They announce to the entire pueblo whenever I leave my house. It's a bit of a challenge. All right, so I don't know if you can see this. My trail up the mountain is greatly improved. It used to be that house was not here until a couple of years ago. And my whole trail used to be a series of switchbacks. And a year and a half ago, well, that house was built about 3 years ago. So the trail improved a little bit then because my trail used to go right where the house is in terms of switching back. And then a year and a half ago, this is a gully over here, and that all wiped out my trail in a hurricane. And so then the owner of my house built a decent trail. It's much better now than it used to be. So we're off to the pueblo. You're a good girl, Sam. It's our dry season. In the summer, everything is really lush and covered in green. It is our dry season. I'm barefoot, as always. All right, so yeah, this all used to be switchbacks. It's much, much easier now. So that's the river down there. It's the winter. It's our dry season. Also, this cement part is brand new. Well, not brand new. It's about a year old because all of this was just wiped out in a hurricane. Even that house here was wiped out in a hurricane about 2.5 years ago. So this cement portion is new too, which is great because it means that the ATV can get up to here now. And then I only have to carry my stuff up the mountain to the house. So it's a lot easier than it used to be when it was hard for the ATV to get across the river. So I can go down and cross the river. In the rainy season, all of that's river. There's no dry part. It's river anywhere from above the knee to above the waist. And when we have storms, it's all flooded. It's over my head. But to take that route, I usually go that way, but to take that way, I have to shortcut through the schoolyard. And since school is in session, I am not going to go that way because I don't want to have little kids on camera. So we're going to go the back way over the bridge. It's a difference of about 3 minutes. This tube that you see right here, that tube is a water pipe to the next pueblo over. We're about 350 people, and the next pueblo over is about 75 people. This is a building that was wiped out in the hurricane too. About 75 people. So we pump them water. So that tube goes all through that hose, not tube, hose goes all through the jungle. And again, this is new up to this. There are 3 houses on this cement path. That's new also, all since the hurricane a couple years ago, because we had so many landslides. We just got wiped out. It was really bad. But now there are a lot of improvements, which are good and bad. I mean, I kind of liked it when all of the hikes were sort of like the jungle hike you guys saw in the jungle hike video. I liked those little narrow trails where you just kind of had to wing it. But this is more convenient, and it's certainly easier for a lot of people. So there's good to it. Oh, my neighbors were partying last night. Forgive the trash. He's a good guy. He'll clean it up. They just must have had a fun night celebrating something. All right, had to check on my dog. So also in the rainy season, even this trail after storms is flooded. So in the rainy season, I cannot leave my house. There's no way, because the river is too high and this trail is flooded too. All of this is underwater, only for a couple days until the river goes back down. But it can be pretty intense. Hey, babies. Hey, you. Hey, bud. He's old now. He's really old. So this is my usual walk, especially in summer when the river's too high to just cross it. It's not always too high, but usually it is. It can be, once it gets to about mid-thigh, it's powerful enough that it can be a little treacherous. And once it's to hip high, it's just way too dangerous. There's no way I can cross it. But right now it's only ankle to mid-shin, so it's very easy right now to cross. It is dry. You know, it's funny, all these things, I don't really think about them because it's just normal life until I'm filming. And then I see things through a new lens because I know that you all are going to be seeing it for the first time. And I see things very, very differently. So this is really an island here. Usually there's water on this side of the river, but in hurricanes, that is all underwater. Even the bridge that we're going to go across gets underwater. Yeah, we see you, Sam, you sillies. So it's a huge difference in the summer season. So if I were to go straight here, that is the trail to the waterfall where I had the hunt, and which I will go back to. Come on, loves, it's going up. I will be going back there for sure. Girl. We have two of these bridges. I like this one. I don't like the other one. This one is fine. The other one, I don't know. Don't know about the other one. So you can see the river is really, really low. Come July, August, this is all underwater. Not July, August, really. Let me give you a shot this direction. So all you gold panners out there, I mean, you can see there's some interesting territory to cover, I think. And there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing but jungle back here. I mean, it's just jungle. for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. It's jungle. So we're at the very edge of the pueblo. This is our highway. You'll see we have a few ATVs here, actually much more than there used to be. There's now a company that takes people by ATV to the waterfall, whereas before the only way to get there was to hike or by horse. So there's more noise here, but whatever. It is what it is. So this is basically the entirety of the pueblo. I'm on the other side of the river. I live in the suburbs. This is the big city, the metropolitan area. Hi, cutie. You're right. All right, so I'm going to have to talk to cover up some of that music as we pass this store because I don't want that to come through on the video. Hola, buenos días. It's about 3 blocks long, our pueblo. Hi, cutie. Hi, cute little puppy. This here is a great little spot. Good drinks, good food, good people. And this place right ahead of us is my friend's bar. And right here are my kayaks and paddleboard for rent. Bit dusty. We don't have a sign for them yet, so we don't have much business except for people who know about it. Hey, buenos días. ¿Cómo estás? Bien, gracias. And there's the ocean. And my captain should be here to pick me up soon so that we can go meet our clients. Buenos días. Here are the ATVs lined up, ready for the boats to come in with some tourists to go to the waterfall. Today is a Monday, probably not a super busy day. They also, of course, help to haul stuff, but this is not a local company. We've got some local guys who do more of that. There's the pier where I'm going out to meet the captain. Hola, buenos días. And he's here. My captain's here. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. Hola, buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Hi, kitty, kitty. Buenos dias, Vero.
Buenos días.
It's beautiful. Really pretty day. Hopefully we'll see some whales today. You good girl. Got an itch? You got some stuff for your itchy. It is a beautiful day. Wow. So those of you who saw my sailboat on my first live stream, it was right out there on a mooring, out past those last pongas. So this is where everybody congregates waiting for boats to come and go, because we don't have any other choice. So this is what we got. This is a Vallarta Adventures tour, so we'll let them go. Hola, buenos dias. Come on, lovies. Yeah, right out where that red mooring ball is, the farthest one out with the ponga, that was my sailboat mooring. So now there's the ponga on it, but that was where I kept my sailboat. That farthest ponga out.
Sorry.
Gracias. So now we get in the boat and we will go about 15 minutes to Boca de Tomatlan, which is the last place that has cars on this whole side of the bay. Come on, Sam Dog. Okay, wait. Come on, good girl. You got it. Hola, buenos dias. This is Captain Miro. He's my favorite captain here and good friend. Gracias. Sam, you want to come back? Come on. I'll help you. Oh, you got it. All right, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Look at you. Good girl. Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
¿Cómo se fue tu fin de semana? Más o menos.
Variado.
This beach here in front of us, guys, is the beach that I hiked to in the jungle hike. So I went from my pueblo, the about 40-minute hike, to this beach. It's a very pretty beach, and I'm going to do a lot of underwater work here because there's no river that comes out at this beach. So the water is really clear almost all of the time. And it's a big tourist spot, especially on the weekends. A lot of people come out by boat to spend the day from the city. And then on the holidays, a lot of people come from Puerto Vallarta and other, larger areas around here. So I can't wait for the water to warm up a little bit to be able to do some underwater work along the beach. There are a lot of restaurants along here, so it's really, really crowded on the weekends. And these beaches from here to where the pueblo is, but where the cars can go. Again, it's all by boat. You can hike it. It's not an easy hike though. It's pretty difficult. No, it's difficult. It's not an easy hike. I'll just leave it at that. But all of these beaches get people coming by boat on the weekends, and they bring their coolers and they drink and they have fun. And I really want to go to some of these beaches that are only populated by sort of party people on the weekend, because I'm pretty sure no one has ever detected them. Who knows how long stuff has been there or how sanded in some places are. But I think there's a lot of opportunity here for metal detecting along some of these beaches where just, people do congregate with coolers and have fun for a day. They drink, they swim. And in the summer, the water here is really, really calm. It's calm right now too, obviously, it's morning. But in the summer, it's almost always calm and very clear in the morning. In the afternoon, it rains. So in the afternoon, the water can get a bit mucked up. But in the mornings, the water's clear and the sea is really calm. So I think there's a lot of opportunity. That's Puerto Vallarta in the distance there. Oh, a nice flock of pelicans. You can see some of the cuts in the beaches. In the summer, it's even more so after we have some storms. This beach right here is pretty popular too for people to come just for the day. So, and again, it's about 5 or 6 minutes by boat from the nearest pueblo that people can come by car or bus. So all of these little sort of small beaches along here are really popular on weekends for people to come for the day. I think there's a lot to discover. So this is my everyday life, guys. If I want to leave my house and go anywhere, this is how I do it. This is another cool little beach in that cove. It is the smallest named beach in Mexico. It's called Colobitos. And it's a really good snorkel spot too. And again, that little tiny beach gets packed on the weekends. And a lot of people swim there because also there's no river. Well, there's a little tiny creek that comes out, but it doesn't work up the water. And I think that will be a great place to do some underwater hunting. And now we are rounding the point into the cove of Boca de Comalan. And this is the last place that cars can go before the highway goes inland. So the buildings you see in front of us is accessible by vehicle. There's a road up there. Occasionally a car passes. I don't know if you can see that in the video. So that side has cars, but this side has no cars. There's a river that divides the two sides. And the highway goes inland at this point. So the right side, this side of the video, has no car access anymore. So they're, again, on this side, there are hiking trails, and people have to carry their stuff in, on wheelbarrows or by burro. And ahead of us is the town of Boca de Tomatlan. And this is the basic hub, not the basic, the main hub of activity for all of the boat traffic and tourism that goes south of here along the southern shores of Puerto Vallarta. So that's how I get around, guys. That's my usual trek. Yeah, all of this construction over here was built either by boat or by, whacking trails through the jungle with machetes and bringing all the construction in by burro. Most of it came by boat, though. I used to live in that White House right there. That was my first house in this area. And I watched a lot of this over here get built. So we're coming in on the pier, guys. So welcome to Boca de Tomatlan. I am going to meet my tour, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming along with me. Catch you later.